If you're an Amazon influencer and you have been using that hidden links, fakes, looks good scheme, when you tell your followers to buy a generic bag from your partners and then they ship a fake Lux bag, you cash in on the commission. That's coming to an end. Amazon has been cracking down. When I first did this video, it was about these two women, but since then, Amazon has launched fresh new lawsuits against a couple of new influencers doing the exact same thing. So I'm going to cover all that in this video. Stay tuned. Amazon is world known as Dup City, where you can get nice generic version of luxury popular goods. Amazon, the platform, does not take too kindly when Amazon associates and influencers and bloggers use their platforms and social media to partner up to pawn off fake luxury goods using Amazon shops. If you want to know what I'm talking about and the dragnet, stay tuned for this video next. Hi, this is JJ. So welcome back. If you're new here, I am an attorney and I help fellow content creators decode the laws related to the creator economy and social media. Generally, whether it is brand deals and management terms, Federal Trade Commission disclosure rules, or just generally, will TikTok get banned? If you're interested in that sort of content, I want to invite you to subscribe and stay tuned. But for today, we're just talking about something I like to do here in this account, this channel, where I discover a legal case that impacts social media influencers and find it interesting, and I want to share it with you. So this is actually something that happened back in 2020. Amazon partnered up with several different manufacturers and formed its counterfeit goods division. So who got caught up in this? A couple of influencers. And before I tell you about the scheme, but they were kind of brazen, and I don't think they realized that Amazon was having this crackdown, because on their websites, for example, they would say stuff like, this is what you do. And so what Amazon ended up doing is they launched an investigation and they purchased several of these bags. And let me tell you how the scheme works. So the way the scheme worked was you would actually go on their site and they would tell you, when you go, you're going to go to the Amazon seller, and the goods that you're going to purchase is going to look like a generic bag. So it's going to like this bag or this bag, for example. But when you open up the shipment, when it comes, surprise, surprise, now you have a Gucci bag or you have a Dior saddle bag or whatever like that. So the counterfeit version arrived at your doorstep, though you ordered through Amazon the fake. Now, this is interesting because, if I said in a recent video about how it's important that Amazon influencers or creators generally, when you're partnering up with manufacturers or shop sellers or merchants that are not based in your country, that you actually assuming a risk, because when and if there is a dragnet or there is an investigation or something comes down, it's going to be pretty hard to track them down. In Amazon's lawsuit, they listed the 12 or so Chinese sellers just by unnamed or generic one. And so all they did was kick those folks off the platforms when they discovered it. They also removed Kelly Fitzpatrick from their Amazon Associates program. She tried to come back a couple of times, but they discovered her and kicked her off each time. And that's the other interesting thing. She ultimately settled sometime in 2021, 2022. There was a settlement where she's paying this amount of money out. I'm not quite sure how much she made from it. And Amazon didn't say who contacted who, like who started it, like how did this whole scheme start, who boiled up the plan. But she was getting Amazon commission for this, so it wasn't seem like she was getting a whole lot of money per sale, and now she's out all this money. So I said in that video, just be really careful, because they weren't able to recover from them. The most Amazon looks like they were able to do to those sellers is just kick them off their platform. And as a recent article I saw said that whatever TikTok shop launched in 2023 at the end of the year, a lot of those people who got kicked off of Amazon for either selling fake goods or for like paying influencers to do fake reviews and things like that, all of those folks flocked to TikTok shop. Anyway, so that's what happened to those sellers. But Amazon, it was hard for them to teach them a lesson because they're not within the jurisdiction of the United States, and Amazon's an American company. Whereas the bloggers and influencers, Kelly and Sabrina, they were on the hook. Kelly had to get an attorney. Both of their websites came down. Their social media influencer game kind of had to end. So they lost their entire bag for partner up with folks who are not based in your country. I just wanted to make clear that Amazon acknowledged that the influencers knew what they were doing, so they weren't duped. You shouldn't be doing that. But if you're going to do some crime, know that you, who are actually in the same state and jurisdiction of the platform, you're more likely the one that's going to get hauled off the court. You're more likely the one who's going to be on the hook for this. So yeah, that's just what it is. So anyway. And as said at the beginning, Amazon's continuing because it's launched a lawsuit against a couple of other influencers who did essentially the exact same thing. So I hope it's interesting to you. What do you think? What are your thoughts about that? You want to talk about it? Let's discuss below. And if you're interested in more content like this, because every once in a while when I discover, I don't know, scandal or some Malay, I do cover it once in a while on this channel. And you can see a whole playlist of that. I'm going to put it here so you can watch the next one next.